What's up? Hey, how are you doing, Capricorn? Sun, Moon, or Rising at Shanny with Healing Elements here to give you a reading. I have already pre-shuffled and dealt, and as I deal the last deck, I will let you know what type of deck I'm using for this reading. Your main spread will be out of my new deck, one of my new decks, The Nightmare Before Christmas. It is by Disney. It's beautiful. It has a lot of cool imagery on it. And I will also be giving you some cards out of the new deck as well, the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, 3 cards out of there. And then we will be giving you some Angels and Ancestor Oracle cards from Kyle Gray, as well as a postcard from Spirit. And then I have some fun ones at the end, just some positive affirmation, really cool cards. They are called therapists, like some emotional therapy from, some positive perspective. It's really, really, really cute, but cheesy. I love it. At the very end, if you want to stick around to that. And as well as the deck that I just shuffled is the beautiful Lady Goddess deck by Anne Shen. Very beautiful and also new. Wanted to debut everything for Libra season. And just let you know, I thought that you needed extra cards. So you have one more deck from, compared to the other signs this month. And here's the first card, the postcards from Spirit. And your card says, "Dearest Capricorns, over here there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work." Very true. Because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension that you live in right now. That said, you can feel the importance. Can you feel the importance of these currents of energy, big time, coming in, you guys? That brings events together in miraculous ways. Definitely, there are tragedies, Capricorns, but I want to tell you, energy is, of course, malleable, and you can create your own miracles. Truly, it's not just a cheesy statement. So, Capricorns, you cannot understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul, right? Deep down into your higher self, Capricorns. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, we do. We do. The surrender is the important part, guys. Surrender to the mystery. So, I had a feeling you needed some extra cards or an extra deck, and I think you're going through some sort of, existential crisis, or, just having a hard time like we all are with, this extra energy going through. So it says, "Have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as spirit weaves your life's mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Loving you so much as always, Spirit." Beautiful, beautiful card. And Capricorns, it is so easy for me, I have a Capricorn moon, by the way, to get, involved in unraveling mysteries and used to get uptight about it. But here we go on with your, spread, and we'll see what else we can pull, see what kind of maybe, issues that you may be having, or things you may be, of course, rooting on that you need to look past, or some advice we can give you. Deck, the needles, it's, Page of Needles is your card, and the Page of Needles represent swords, and definitely always, of course, swords are air signs, and it always represents, a very witty, cunning, sneaky, feisty, personality. And in this deck, it embodies a curious and type of cunning personality archetype. And it is time to, get that type of wit and clever approach about you. And there could be someone, however, that is cunning and maybe has a very charming, cunning, curious personality that is invasive and very charismatic, but may lack some emotional maturity, and is coming in to infiltrate. So is this card teaches us that we need to really treat every situation as intellectually and also emotionally as we can. This often, to me, reads that it is a little bit too detached from emotion, as to perhaps make a mistake by bringing some sort of, mischievous message into the mix. So maybe it is that you have someone coming in with drama, someone coming in with petty gossip, or just unnecessary flack that you don't need to have in your way as you try to climb up your, proverbial mountain, like the goat that you are, right? Greatest of all time to climb up any obstacle. And so if there's anything that is stopping you that is just not serving any purpose, there's no need to surround yourself with that energy, right? And the next card you guys got is the Five of Candles in this deck, and candles represents wands, so fire signs, Sag, Aries, or Leo. And of course, you may find yourself in a very chaotic climate, right? We all are going through some sort of difficulties, whether or not we want to, acknowledge that at this time or not. It's just the world climate is, in fact, chaotic at times. And so now this, card comes to you talking about challenges, people coming at you, blame shifting, all kind of narcissistic comments and, judgments about what you're doing. And this is perhaps controlling you, Capricorns. It's entirely impossible to, remain calm, cool, and collected if you do have this sort of energy coming at you. So just learn to communicate clearly, especially when we have Mercury going retrograde anytime now. In Libra season, it will be retrograde. And, we need to boost up our properties that you embody as an earth sign: rationality, practicality, and just really the opposite of that cunning energy. So the next card, of course, is definitely a level up from the Page of Needles. So Page of Swords. This is one is Knight of Needles, Knight of Swords in traditional tarot. And so it has the same kind of cavalier, devil may care, detached at times attitude and cunning, quick-witted, demeanor. However, they, in traditional tarot, when you ascend to the Knight of Swords or Knight of Needles, it is all about having that emotional maturity to deal with, decisive action and people that are going to come at you like that, Five of Candles, the Five of Wands energy. And so just all you have to do is focus, put your energy, that greatest of all time attitude into maintaining, a structured pace. Move one foot in front of the other and just don't lose any kind of gain that you've achieved and momentum that you have so hardly fought for and won. I know that this is already, something you embody, but stop at nothing to get what you want. That is the message for you in Libra season for 2021. And this card, yet again, another, indication that I did have a premonition to get you an extra few cards in another deck, because this is a five, five of presence in this deck, Five of Pentacles in traditional tarot. And it's talking about not having enough, or you feeling as if you are anxiety ridden or worried about having scarce resources to live by. And I think that it is hard for you, as I was speaking of another sign today, to ask for help, right? So if you are in need, if you do need something that will boost you, regarding economics, or financially, are having a hard time, it is okay to ask for it. I know you're capable, but sometimes, you may be standing in your own way of getting assistance when you need it and being able to pay it forward to someone else because you're not, prideless enough to ask for it, right? So just keep positive, keep your head up. It'll all be okay. And the next card that you guys got is beautiful. This is you. This is the real you when you're not anxious, right? The King of Presents in this deck, the King of Pentacles in traditional tarot, representative of you, Capricorn. And it is the ultimate patriarch, the ultimate provider, one who is able through, diligence and perseverance, hard work, and being able to delegate tasks to accomplish, huge feats and meet his goals, right? So, this energy is all about reminding you who you are and who you can be, how you can be so successful in anything that you do, whether that's emotional wealth or, tangible wealth. You can start sharing these vibes with others. So it's all about spreading cheer, just like as you see Jack Skellington in the Santa, Sandy Claus's outfit. So Capricorns, you will be able to become obsessed again with driving force and becoming happy. And I think this is a nice one to leave off this deck with, Capricorns. You got the Page of Potions as the last card in this series. It is the Page of Cups in traditional tarot. And so, of course, you may be having a, time right now in which you are evolving to express yourself more in spirituality and emotion, which is good for you, being an earth sign. So this is all about water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And it's asking you to charge forward in pursuit of, self-reflection about what you're passionate about, what you are not passionate about, like the, Five of Wands, that Five of Candles. You're not passionate about things that get into your way that are causing nothing but chaos upon chaos already when there is enough chaos in the world, right? So this also could be something coming in, a message, a new relationship, a new partner, someone from the past. Sometimes typically can be indicative of this card. So a close friend, something that will be welcome. So here we go on to the spirit animal oracle set. And the first one you got is the polar bear, which signifies that you are a mystic. This card is about knowing your power, stepping into your power. So as you explore those emotions and the spiritual realm with the Page of Cups, this card says, know that challenges, Capricorns, make you stronger, right? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Have faith. That's what you have to remember. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, to dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities at this time. So that's a big message for you. You carry the shaman within. Absolutely. I really do feel that that may be what you are needing extra cards for, or just needing some support, because you are so capable. And I know that, a lot of people are shocked at how the, jolt of ascension and spiritual awakening can be, surprising to some. The next card you guys got is all about miracles, the hummingbird spirit animal. It says, Capricorns, you are the joy bringer. So true. When you're flying high, climbing up the mountain as a goat and being charismatic and just charming as Elvis Presley, the Capricorn was, right? You are amazing and can bring joy to everyone. You bless the world with positivity and love, it says. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. So this is telling me that you need to embody, that happy-go-lucky attitude. If that means that you need to take a break and rest on that big peak of a mountain that you're climbing as, a goat, you can hang on and be able to wait as long as you need to regroup and rest and rejuvenate so you can make the trek. So let's get the last card in the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Oh, perfect. Okay, look at this. A mountain is in this card, and it's beautiful. One of the only cards that does not have an actual animal. It says personal choice. You're going to be faced with choices, whether you want to let the chaos in or cut it out. It says close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? Ooh, love this, Capricorn. What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. That is amazing. If you guys want to take a look, I have a playlist all about spirit animals. I think there's 50 some on. Maybe just close your eyes if you do have an animal and it is on the playlist. Take a listen. There might be a message in there for you. That was beautiful. Really, really lovely cards that all tie in together, guys. So we'll go on to the next deck. We'll get out of the Lady Goddess, all about, divine feminine deities, and see what your first card is. Okay, your first card is Amaterasu, all about inner beauty, and this is from the Shinto origin base. This is a card in the book. It says, drawing this card means finding your own inner beauty and self-love, right, guys? Shining into it. So shining into the world with your inner beauty, and just like the Japanese goddess, in Shinto tradition of Amaterasu, if you have been disappointed, it says in the book, or discouraged, look within yourself for the light you need to go forward and the strength to, truly dig deep and find it in yourself to reconnect with what you, as even if it was as young as a child, even if it was for just a time, connect with that in which you love and that in which makes you shine in the world. Beautiful. I noticed another synchronicity with these readings. In this deck in particular, I'm getting a lot of the deities that start with A. There's been a lot of double A's, so very interesting. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is Hecate. Of course, one of my favorite elements of Greek mythology. Hecate is all about magic, right? Powerful, powerful. In the book, it is saying, time to get witchy with it, right? Goddess of magic and queen of the crossroads, Hecate, is reminding us that we are at the crux of our own power. So we can either cave into fear and or go in a temperate, slow pace, like you know how to do, Capricorns, and only take on that magic or those elements of spiritual awakening in which we're comfortable, right? It says you will be at your most magical right now, so embrace it. And Hecate is reinforcing that power. So I love that. Beautiful messages. And here we go with another A. Very interesting. Another A card, Allah. Speaking of one of the, themes that goes into the Capricorn archetype, morality. So this is an Igbo origin, card. It is the queen goddess of morality. It says in the book, This queen goddess of morality, fertility, death, and cycles. Allah is here to push you to align with your integrity. If you are in the right, she will help you find justice. All themes regarding Libra season, right? So things are going to be coming to a fair and equal, I think, decision for you guys. If you're walking the line, the book says, she is here as a reminder to tell you to do what is right, even if it is not easy and you're not one to cut corners. So here we are on to Kyle Gray's deck. This is the Angels and Ancestors deck. You got the first card you got is the card Drum. This speaks about, dancing to the beat of our own drum, listening to the drum beat so we can hear the emphasis and, familiar drum sound and rhythm, just like our heart beats consistently. So when we mimic this and we come into sometimes a state of void in which we are playing the drums or music, and we tap out into that very, very heavenly, ethereal, magical realm of being one with automatic writing, automatic playing, just being very much in the zone, right? So it talks about digging deep and remembering what makes your heart beat, what makes you dance to the beat of your own drum, and use that energy and capitalize on it. This is beautiful. There's been a lot of synchronicities with the bee spirit. So this is the summer card in this deck, and it does have a bee on it. This is also another indication that Spirit is telling you to bask in and embrace joy and light. Try to find that lighter side. It's time for you to, rise up against all of this chaos and open up your wings, like the bee here, and shine. Be a busy bee and also whistle while you work, so to speak. You can bring all of these creative projects that are potentially being bombarded by other energies that are not so nice, and turn your plans into one of light, something that is being able to be done with joy, with a light-hearted manifestation element. And here we go. This is a beautiful card to leave off to finish up this deck. This is the card of the Shaman. And this card reminds us to do, as it says on the card, trust in higher forces. I know I have lately, Capricorns, and it has been miraculous being able to trust in the power of prayer and our spirit guides and angels that are there to help us truly and can intervene in this lifetime. I do believe the message that comes along when you get this card is to bank on and trust in, ask for, call out to your deities, your guides, your ancestors, especially the angels. And if you have given your power away to anyone else, perhaps even to your, fears, that lower vibrational energy of just not trusting in, the higher forces anymore, maybe you've gone through a rut, claim it back, claim it, and really, truly know that there is faith and belief in faith, and the divine is true. And to leave off this reading, the fun cards that I talked about there, pets, this card says, whatever you manage to do today will be enough. Don't worry, you're always so involved and worried about not doing enough. It says you are doing enough. It's going to be okay. So, pressuring yourself is something of a Capricorn way, but don't worry, you have everything under control. This one says, you have survived every day of your life so far. You really think today will be the one that defeats you? Never. So you will never be defeated, as you know. Like Muhammad Ali was a Capricorn. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right? Anxiety lies, this card says. There's no doom incoming, and you're managing everything just fine, which is so true. There is truly no doom if you think about it. We're all going to be in an afterlife that is harmonious, and we will be watching our steps in a life review, I believe, and finding out what is good about life. So blessings, love, light, and tons of good vibes, Capricorns.